Day. Let's see how he gets on for Matthew Smith. Rachel Blackmore beside him in the pink and black and white. She'll be handy away and Gin Online.
She will be in a fraction early as the woman in the white cap at Jiggletown breaks forward. That is...
But he is tempted to do that a little bit. He can be hard on the way to the start as well with Conor Brazil on board. In the yellow cap actually is Fire Attack. He's to the far side, the near side rail.
They're ready to go, Richard.
Racing, the Tote Galway plate is underway. Over 2 miles and 6 furlongs, and Notebook is one of the first to show with Anamic and Hewick. Going towards the near side, Fire Attack now is going to go straight to the lead. So it's Fire Attack with Anamix, the shunter's prominent. Right up there too, on the far side, Notebook with Easy Game. Hewick is prominent, and Barra's down the inside with Gin Online not far off the early pace. And Wave of the Sea is right there too. Tree Meadow is just towards the outside as they go to the first. They're being chased down by Daily Tigers. They take fence number 1, and they are we've lost one. Oh, Hurricane Georgie's got the first. Hurricane Georgie's the forward. Disorderly the one that's some way behind. Orson Rider quickly away, but the Midlands National winner is out. Into the back straight they go towards fence number 2. Fire Attack leads from Notebook, and they're being followed by Wave of the Sea, and Hewick is just in behind them. Further back to Easy Game with Gin and Lime and Anamix as they are followed. Further back by Cape Gentleman, and then comes out Barra with Tree Meadow and Accelerator Express. Battle over Dorian is just ahead of Castle Grace Paddy, then Daily Tiger. Gabby goes well back, and Darasso with Ronnie Pumper, the John Man, and Disorderly's just not going today. Making the way on towards fence number 3 now, and out front it is still Fire Attack with Notebook, who was untidy over there. Oh, we've lost Away to the Sea, that one. Away to the Sea is gone and has taken down Accelerator Express is the one that's gone. A Wave of the Sea is down and taken down the only UK Raider, Accelerator Express. It'll be a home win over in front now. Fire Attack is the look. Bad mistake, the shunter there. Hit it very, very hard. That won't help his chances as they make their way. Good to see Harry Swan up, and so too Sam Tristan Davies as they go over the next now. And there's been plenty of action over the first few fences, but now they settle to go down into the dip, and it's Fire Attack who's going to lead them down for Notebook in second. Hewick can won the big one in Sandown. Under Jordan Gainford's in the green third. Easy Games toward the inside under Jack Foley. He's won his last 4. Gin and Lime is just inside this one. Right in behind these is Barra, Paul Town into the first. Rishi Silks right down the inside. Anamix the grey in the second. Rishi Silks is just outside Tree Meadow. The shunter is wide for light. Darasso's further back with Battle over Bay and Castle Grace Paddy. The Jam Man in the blue is right back with Gabinacco in the yellow. And just in behind these, Darasso is just ahead of Gabinacco. Ronald Pump is right out the back with Daily Tiger who's doing the same, and Disorderly still last. So they turn in now, passing their departure point soon, and it is Fire Attack is going to lead them in under Shane Fitzgerald, being just slightly being hampered by the riderless horse. The Jura Group 1 with Grade 1 winning Novice Notebook is second. Cape Gentleman is next. Last round of the Drinmore. Towards the outside is Hewick. Towards the inside is Easy Game. Gin and Lime is close behind. Then Barra on the inside of Tree Meadow. Anamix the grey. Battle over Rain for company. The shunter's wide of Castle Grace Paddy as they continue up the straight. The Jam Man is next with Darasso for company and Cape Gentleman. And they're just beginning to bunch a little now as they come up to pass the stands. 3 riderless horses precede them in the plate. 21 have become 18, and it is Fire Attack who is cheered by from Notebook in second. Cape Gentleman and Easy Game keep company with Hewick and Gin and Lime. Barra's been a little keen. Tree Meadow the same could be said. Battle over Diane with the shunter wide of Castle Grace Paddy, and it makes a shuffle back a couple of positions. Darasso is next. They're being followed by Daily Tiger who's back in the field just behind Gabinacco. Ronald Pump with the Jam Man at the back, and last of all remains Disorderly trying to get onto the back of the group to get a toe. Turning now to make their way away from the grandstand. It is Fire Attack who leads Notebook and Cape Gentleman as they turn away, and they just took a look at the riderless horses there. Fire Attack had a look. Cape Gentleman, Easy Game, Gin and Lime as well, and then Hewick travels well. Barra possibly too well. Barry, where has your eye been taken? There's been a lot happening.
There has. Cape Gentleman has jumped nicely. He's travelling well, but he's getting involved probably early enough. Easy Game is having a much easier passage this year than he did last year, and Barra has travelled really well and jumped nicely for Paul and turning towards the end. They'll be the ones for me at the minute.
Less than 7 furlongs ahead of them now, and Fire Attack with Cape Gentleman and Hewick are the 1, 2, 3. Easy Game right down the inside of Tree Meadow at the land over that one. Leader untidy, leader gone. Fire Attack is out and hampered. Easy Game along the way, won't help his chances. Backwash affected the Jam Man as well, I think, as they make their way now towards the final ditch. This is 4 from home in the Tote Place, and as they come to it now, leading over, Hewick has been left with the lead. Cape Gentleman with a share of it. Tree Meadow's the outside. Good to see up and no problems for Shane Fitzgerald as they make their way now towards the fence before they turn down the hill. Hewick, they won the big one at Sandown, and Jordan Gainford in front with a 12,000 feature winner yesterday. This fella cost 850. He couldn't surely. Tree Meadows towards the outside. Cape Gentleman is third. Gin and Lime. Battle over Diane runs a big one. Barra is next. They're being chased down by Gabby Naka, who's moving up on the outside of Easy Game. Darasso's the red cap, and on the white is the shunt. Ronald Pump is under the pump. Gabby Naka's ahead of the jam man. Castle Grace Paddy's behind them, dropping right out. Daily Tiger dropped right out his notebook into the dip. So many with chances in the plate, but Hewick goes well in front of Gentleman. Oh, he's reached for it, but he got away with it. He up to this final fence, is over in front. Gabby Naka's gone, won't be winning badly. Hampered Animix, he was out of it. It's Hewick up the hill from Tree Meadow. They're being hunted down now by Barra, who's getting right into it. Cape Gentleman, Darasso around the outside. They turn for home in the plate. Hewick hands on to the lead. Tree Meadow shuffled out by the riderless horse, has to come wide. Barra might have to do the same. Hewick turns tight to home, has the advantage for its second. Barra back then is Tree Meadow. Cap Gentleman is next, and they're followed by Darasso. But inside the closing stages, the riderless horse has come right across Hewick. Hewick custom the plate. On the near side, Darasso's coming back at him, and Darasso on the near side. The luckless Hewick has gone back on the far side, and it won't be reached. Hewick is well done from Darasso. Back in third was Barra, and they were followed in by Tree Meadow. Back over the end, certainly ran a cracker to get there. Ronald Pump was next in front of the shunter, Cape Gentleman. The Jam Man Easy Game, Gin and Lime, Castle Grace Paddy, and Animix. And just finishing now was Daily Tiger. There is an awful lot to break down in the review of that race. From the time they jumped off, it was action, start to finish. A plate, I would suggest, like no other, and a winner like no other. Owned by TJ McDonald, trained by Shark Hanlon, and bred by William Quinn. Jordan Gainford rode. He almost got taken out by the riderless horse, but he has passed the post in front. It looks as though Jordan isn't quite sure. They were spread across. Now he's sure. Now he knows. Do you know what it costs to win a Galway plate? If you put your hat in the ring, £850. Can you believe it?
Oh, what a fairy tale story for John Shark Hanlon, Jordan Gainford and the owners. Hewick has hung on to just hold off Darasso and Luke Dempsey with Barra back in third. Barry, it was action-packed to say the least.
It was, and with a real good gallop and the test of stamina. That's what brought these horses for Hewick and Darasso, two proper stayers. But Jordan Gainford has got to the front down the back, and he sat and waited. He knows this horse stays. He grabbed at this fence here, but he won over 3-5 at Sandown last time. Brilliant bit of training for the Shark to drop him back to trip here. A lot of people would have questioned it, but Jordan waited and waited till he got over this, and then he lets his horse pick up. A lovely ride from a proper rider, a man with a big future.
And Jane, there is so little he can do with a loose horse. It's up on his outside, he bores through on his inner, and now you're just hoping the loose one will go straight.
Oh, it's just a game of hope, but what a huge result, and a great result for everybody involved, and a great result for racing. This is a horse that was inexpensively purchased. He's improved through the grade. He landed a big race in Sandown, about 270 grand. The Galway plate goes the way of the Shark Hanlon. Jordan Gainford, take a bow. He got a position. There was a lot of jockeys having a nightmare in behind. Easy Game nearly got brought down. There's so many things to dissect, but Darasso didn't get there. Hewick, today's yours.
Watch him here. Whoa, just gets there. That's close, Barry.
Yeah, good and brave, but like that's a show, that's a sign of a horse who has something in the tank. Jordan, lovely rider, he sat, he quiet, get him across it over the last. He waited for him to pick up, he waited for the company, he didn't get stuck into him straight away. And he has to deal with the loose horses, and probably Tree Meadow is the one who gets caught in the sandwich. I'm going to have Katie's with Jordan, I believe.
Yeah, Jordan, we're just looking here up at the big screen. Congratulations, obviously Galway plate winner, absolutely fantastic. But talk us through it, because from the back of the last, what about the loose horse?
Yeah, it wasn't ideal, to be honest with you.
Take a turn here, lads.
I was going into the second last, and I wasn't sure if they were coming at me or it was loose horses, and I had to come in a bit earlier in case they brought me out, you know. And geez, he's one tough horse. I thought I mightn't find up the hill after using him that much, but he jumped so well the whole way. He got his ground here today. Thought about the trip might be an issue, but it wasn't. It's unbelievable. Fair training performance.
A day come true, I'm sure, to win a Galway plate. So special, but this has been a great horse for you.
Yeah, unbelievable. Fair play to Gary Crippen. He got me on him in Listowel last year. It was a massive job for me, and a lot of lads in the way room, and yeah, he won in Listowel and he went on. Then I went on in Sandown. That was massive. But gee, the fair training performance. He ran a bad road, I think 2.5 months ago now, and came back here for this. It's one hell of a race.
Absolutely, it sure is. It's a race that's steeped in history, and I'm sure you're delighted to win it. But talk us through it. Were you happy everywhere? Jump super?
Yeah, jump super. I thought maybe too well, to be honest. But no, as I said, I've come in too early, and thankfully it worked.
Well, enjoy the celebrations, Jordan. You're a man on the up, so this is very special.
Thanks, Liam. Thank you.
And he is a man on the up. Jane, you talked about him the other day. He turned professional during COVID, probably earlier than he wanted to. but he's attached to Gordon Elliott and he has taken every opportunity that has been given.
Absolutely. Obviously he's got talent, but he's very dedicated. Lisa, you work with him. He's a guy, he's got a very level head, and when he gets the opportunity to get on these horses, he executes it.
Yeah, and that's what it's all about. Like, Jane, he's a Wexford man. He works so hard, but he just grasps these opportunities when he does get them. He's got so many chances from Gordon as well, and he delivers every time he gets those chances. But you see here today, Shark Hanlon, he's enjoying it. He was so confident beforehand, like he does with plenty of his horses, but he knew what he had at home, and it was Hewick. And by God, he delivered here today, and a fine ride by Jordan. He's such a nice fella. You know, I can't give him enough praise. He's just so nice to work with. He puts a smile on your face when you see him in the morning. And I know if his mum and dad aren't here today, they'll be very proud sitting at home watching him.
Oh, there's very little doubt about that. There is the Shark Hanlon. Trains